Hey everyone, so I've got this journal set finished and I want to show you inside. And as I was finishing it, some elements started to come together and I decided to just call it the betrothal. It's just the word that came to mind and I'll explain why in a minute. So first I want to show you what I ended up doing with the cover of this Reader's Digest. I used a few pages from my collection called Miss Lady Fay in here, and so I wanted to showcase the element of wings, and I did some layers and I used a Tim Holtz cabinet card frame, and then I put the little wings in the middle there with a button. Now it's on a layered cheesecloth and fabric and lace there. So the fabric was kind of too bright for what I had in mind, so I just dipped it in my coffee mixture that I had left over from some of the coffee dyeing that I had done for this project. And also I wanted a closure that was attached to the cover. So what I did is I glued it down, and then just to hide the little glob of glue, I put a little flower, a lace flower there, and I did the same on the back. So this is sort of like just sitting there. It's not glued down, it's only glued here. And then I covered the little glob of glue with another flower there. So that allows me to have a closure that's on the outside of the book, but that's not in the way of putting a layered element like that on the front. I also, before attaching this layered piece, I added a strip of lace along the separation between the spine color and the pattern color there. So I just put that underneath there. So the reason that the word betrothal came to mind was because as I was adding these elements, this little piece of sari ribbon just reminded me of the hand fasting ceremonies that people in some cultures and ceremonies do, where a ribbon is tied around the hands of the couple. So that was one of the elements that just made me think of the word betrothal. So I do enjoy revisiting some of my old collections, and Miss Lady Fay is one of my favorites, especially at this time of year because of all the bright colors, and it's just reminiscent of spring and how butterflies are starting to arrive when the flowers start to bloom and stuff like that. So I used some of the pages from that, and then just a combination of my usual, some pattern paper, I have wallpaper in here, and a few envelopes, things like that. So on the front here I've got a CD envelope, and it just opens up at the top so you can slide things in, and then you've got the window there. The colors are obviously some greens and some pink. Got an envelope here. I printed on the back of my pattern paper. I just designed a grid and made the grid a kind of a pinkish red color. And this is some wallpaper. There are birds somewhere on these wallpaper samples. On this plain colored paper, I also did the grid, and then I dipped it into my coffee mixture after I had printed, and this was printed on an inkjet. So what I wanted was to fade the graph pattern, and so that's the effect you get when you use a inkjet and then you dip afterwards. You'll get a little bit of the sort of fading out. So that turned out perfect. I've got some butterfly book pages in here as well. Gorgeous colors. This is also Miss Lady Fay. On the ends of my little strings, I just wrapped some washi tape and then I cut it on an angle so that I've got these little pointy bits there. More butterflies, more moths. So this is a writing journal. I left it blank, didn't decorate. There's the beautiful bird there. Lots of writing space. I believe there are 144 sides. And when you've got a patterned image, if you want to do some journaling on that page, you can just like tape an extra little journaling spot or staple or glue to the patterned pages. This is a little bag. This was a timekeeping logbook, and this actually has some penciled information in there. Here's the built-in lace bookmark. More wallpaper. I love this image right here. This is the other side of the bag. Another wallpaper. Very pretty, isn't it? An envelope. This is just a little element that I made. I didn't attach it to the cover, and it's just an old postcard with a stamp on there. There's some handwriting, and I knew it was a postcard I wasn't going to use on this side, so I didn't mind using it for the visual appeal of the stamp on this side instead. And then there's some lace there on either side. So this could be used on here if you were to use this as a cover, or if you were making another journal with something else, you could use this on the cover. And you could add additional layers of cheesecloth or fabric or anything. The sari ribbon on the cover could be the ribbon that they used for their hand fasting ceremony. So I stuffed this one the same as I did with the other ones. I'll start in the back. I made a little pocket and put some catalog cards in there, a Tim Holtz paper doll. There's a playing card here that has some butterflies. And then 3 little tags made out of wallpaper. And then there's a couple of pages from some botanical books. This is a butterfly or moth. A couple more here. Then these little pockets. I've got 3 of the inventory tags. This little glassine pocket I coffee dyed. And then just to go with the page from Miss Lady Faye that has the little dog with the top hat, I am including this little card, this photo. In this little organza bag there are some stamps, another paper doll, and this is a German die cut of a butterfly. This was cut out of an Edith Holden book. It's a strawberry blossom. And this little pocket is attached, and I've got another German die cut there. I've got the Tim Holtz little dog, and some ticket stubs, a photo slide, and some small merchandising tags there. And on this side I've got another envelope with a coin envelope in the back, some assorted receipts and ephemera, and another little pocket. I've got the apple blossom image from my Familiar Trees collection. 3 of these guest checks with a gorgeous stamp there. There's some doilies. These are all coffee stained as well. This was also from Edith Holden. A playing card. And in this little bag we have 3 of these, and they're from the Familiar Trees collection, and these are from eco prints that I did last autumn, I think. This is a beautiful tree illustration. On the bag here there's some trading stamps, a little ticket, and another die cut. German scrap they call it. And then these round tags have been coffee stained, and there's a leaf here and a small flower charm, and they're all just pinned on the lace pocket. So it is available now in my Etsy shop. It might be something that would be nice for a wedding, as a wedding gift, or as an anniversary present, something like that. Or just if you just enjoy fairies and spring. So I absolutely enjoyed putting this one together. It's been refreshing to work with some of my old digital kits. I do like to revisit them every now and then. It's kind of like, you know, meeting up with an old friend. I start remembering how I designed them and why I designed them, and I just enjoy the color combinations and things like that. So anyways, if you have any questions, let me know. And I'm not sure when I'll be back with another video, but I'm already planning on another round of journals. And so I will share as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. Bye.